It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Newcastle police have arrested and charged a man after he was allegedly found committing an act of indecency at Broadmeadow last night. Officers were called just after 7 o'clock to reports the man was seen peering into homes. Police allege they found the 50-year-old standing on Broadmeadow Road committing a lewd act. He's been refused bail to face Newcastle local court today. Investigations continue into the cause of a fire which destroyed a boat moored off Rathmines overnight. New South Wales Fire and Rescue and RFS crews were called to Overhill Road just after 1:30 this morning, where they found a catamaran moored about 50 metres off Styles Point engulfed in flames. Firefighters used an RFS fireboat to reach the vessel and extinguish the flames, with the boat currently submerged just below the surface. Booms have been placed around the catamaran ahead of a salvage operation later this morning. There's speculation Port Stephens and Dungog councils could still merge despite the state government ruling out forced amalgamations in the Hunter. Plans to merge Port Stephens and Newcastle councils have now been officially dropped. However, Port Stephens Mayor Bruce McKenzie says linking up with the struggling Dungog council could still be on the cards.
And I know some people don't go along with that. Some sort of a voluntary merger with Dungog and Port Stephens, that's if both councils agree. Well, probably Port Stephens might agree, but Dungog, I think they still probably living in fantasy land that they can stand alone. Well, if they stand alone, they're not going to provide adequate services for the people of Dungog.
A woman remains in a serious condition in hospital after she was hit by a bus at Anna Bay. Police say the 54-year-old was in the process of crossing Gangan Road just after 4 yesterday afternoon when she was struck. She was trapped for around half an hour before being freed and taken to the John Hunter Hospital by the region's Westpac rescue helicopter with pelvic, leg and chest injuries. The bus driver was breath tested at the scene and returned a negative result. Lake Macquarie's network of connected path and cycleways is continuing to take shape. It's hoped work can start on the $1.1 million second last leg of the network from Lake Road, Argenton to Frederick Street at Glendale in June. Coordinator of Infrastructure and Strategy, Matt Brogan, says they've applied for state funding to complete the final leg from Cockle Creek to Lake Road in one go.
At this stage, it's totally out of council's funds. We have applied for a grant which would allow us to complete this link and the final link as one project, but at this stage, yes, the funding's available through Section 94 development contributions.
As of next week, Singleton residents will be able to dispose of their green waste more cost-effectively as Council delivers new green lid bins. The green bins will be collected on the opposite week to recycling and will help reduce the amount of general waste which goes into landfill. Director of Planning and Infrastructure Mark Eileen says the bins are being provided thanks to a grant from the Environment Protection Authority.
It's an expensive business collecting waste. It's an expensive business, engaging contractors to do it. So, as an organisation, if we just try to find the most cost-effective way to do it, and we're pleased to be able to have benefited from some grant funding from EPA to enable us to do that.
Sport for our sponsor, PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
The Newcastle Hunters have picked up a major name for the upcoming Waratah Basketball League campaign, American Dane Suttle. Suttle joins the club from Queensland Basketball League side Brisbane Capitals, and Hunters coach Darren Nichols says the 198cm man is NBL quality and will bring some wow factor to the league. Reigning Newcastle Rugby League champions Souths will tackle Concord Burwood, and grand finalists Macquarie will take on Blacktown in round one of the inaugural New South Wales Challenge. 8 teams are part of the new look knockout tournament, with Souths and Macquarie to play in late March and early April respectively, on the way to the May 7 decider. And Newcastle Jets playmaker Ma Lei has been attracting the interest of a number of Super League clubs from China, including one in the Hunter right now. Liaoning Hu Win is one of the sides reportedly interested in the Chinese midfielder, who has 12 A-League appearances to his name. China's transfer window closes at the end of February, so a deal will have to be tied up before then for Lei to potentially join Liaoning on the March 3 season opener. And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 7, 39, 45, 38, 1, 30 and 9, and the supplementaries are 28 and 14. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.